So since it's the holidays, I'm just chilling out playing some Psychonauts on the original Xbox and I'm really enjoying it. And then I realized that damn, I've played a lot of great games. And then it came to me to make this video. What is my favorite game console of all time? So I was playing Psychonauts, I paused my playthrough and began to make this video. Now looking over all my consoles is going to take some time, so I decided to focus on the consoles of the 6th generation since it's my favorite generation of games. And they were the first gaming devices that I actually played. And without further ado, let the battle begin. Let's go! Okay then, let the battle begin. In one corner we have PlayStation representing the PS2. And in the second corner we have Microsoft representing the Xbox. In the third corner we have Sega representing the Dreamcast. And in the fourth corner we have Nintendo representing the GameCube. Unfortunately, I never played a Dreamcast, so it won't participate any longer in this video, although I've played the GameCube port of Sonic Adventure and it's awesome. So that just leaves 3 consoles remaining. I just want to let you know that this is my opinion, I repeat my opinion, so don't get annoyed if your favourite console doesn't win, it's all for fun. I'll be judging the outcome by the console with the most categories won. So let's begin. I won't be looking at this dinosaur but the much slimmer version of the controller. This one is still the largest controller out of the 3. The analog sticks have good grip and the face buttons feel great when pressing down against. However, having 8 face buttons just feels way too convoluted and unnecessary. The Xbox controller sits well in my palm and still feels comfortable after a long gaming session. Since this was Microsoft's first introduction into the home console market, I'll give this controller a pass. The DualShock 2 follows the same format as the original DualShock, but this time it was the introduction of 2 analog sticks. I would be lying if I said I like this controller. Personally, the weight of it seems too light and feels very cheap and tacky in my hands. Although the buttons on the controller feel responsive and the grip on the analog stick feels alright, I kinda wish Sony showed a bit more innovation, but I'm definitely in the minority in this one. The GameCube controller was a drastic change from the Nintendo 64, following the same type of shape like the Xbox and the DualShocks. An extra thumbstick is introduced and each face button has a different size and shape. You may think it looks weird but it really works well, especially in games like Super Smash Bros and Mario Kart, but I'm probably getting ahead of myself. The size is perfect, it rests well on my hands and I never feel uncomfortable at all during a long gaming session. The analog stick has good grip and the left and right trigger buttons feel great. The winner of this round is the GameCube. The PS2 has the biggest gaming library ever, but it's about quality not quantity, and exclusives are definitely standouts for these consoles. Since games like Crash and Spyro disappeared slowly, Sony needed something new to innovate us with the PS2. And we were introduced to new and legendary titles such as Ratchet & Clank, a franchise so successful, a trilogy was made, as well as many other spin-offs. Jak and Daxter, developed by Naughty Dog, as well as spawning a trilogy. God of War, the beginning of Kratos' revenge and a great franchise further down the future. Metal Gear Solid 3 with one of the most saddest endings ever. And Shadow of the Colossus, one of the best games of all time. The Xbox arrived with a bang. Halo Combat Evolved was introduced and everyone's perception on the first person shooters changed. That was then evolved later and Halo 2 was then introduced to the fans and online play was fun as ever. Fable, a great fantasy adventure game, probably matching up with the other legendary titles such as Elder Scrolls. And Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, if not the best RPG of all time. Smash Bros. Melee took the world by storm with a much larger roster of characters and an introduction to an adventure mode and a phenomenal combat system. The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, though a shaky start at first due to a brand new design and art style, it grew on people very quickly, and it is my favourite Zelda game so far. F-Zero GX, super difficult yet exhilarating, and Super Mario Sunshine, a perfect 3D platformer. Damn, this one is tough. They all have great games, but due to the fact that the Xbox is the one with the least exclusives, I can't decide whether the point goes to the PS2 or the GameCube. Guess I'm gonna have to give a point each. Sorry, Xbox. The GameCube resembles a lunchbox shape with a handle on the back of it and was seen so people could take their console around with them. I don't think it worked, as well as it being the least powerful out of the three. It also can play DVDs, which was something both PS2 and Xbox could do, as well as online compatibility, but I guess at the time playing online wasn't a big deal like it is now, but its square and compact size is good for display and for storage. The PS2 is much larger than the original PlayStation, and just like the Nintendo GameCube, it does require a memory card for players to save their game. Unfortunately, it only has 2 controller ports and you have to buy a separate accessory for 4 people. It can play DVDs and 2 USB ports are available, as well as a much slimmer version being released. The PS2 is the highest selling console of all time, with 150 million units sold, and comparing that to the GameCube, which has 22 million units sold, that says a lot. I forgot to mention that it can also play original PlayStation games. The Xbox is a dinosaur compared to the other 2 consoles. Although having a nice design to it, it's the most powerful out of the 3, being the only one not to require a memory card and instead an internal hard drive. The online compatibility definitely drew people to it. It also has 4 controller ports, unlike the PlayStation 2. People were unsure on how Microsoft were going to do with their console at first, but that quickly changed and everyone fell in love with it. 24 million units were sold in its lifespan. I think, in my opinion, it's definitely the most underrated out of the 3. Again, this one is tough, but I'm going to have to give the point to the Xbox. Although quite large, its power and variety gives it the extra edge. And there you have it. With 2 points, the GameCube is the winner of this video. What did you think? Please comment below and let me know. And if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. See you guys.